Hey, why don't we spend some time in Sheffield and on St. James Street in London today on Barber Dave's Shaves and Such? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well. We are going to be doing a straight shave for our final shave of the day, or the week, rather. Well, we made it back to 1272, so just under 30 away from our next giveaway. Hopefully it'll stay at that. We're going to stay in jolly old England today for the shave. And I'm using one of the first soaps that I ever owned. And believe it or not, this puck, because I don't use it very often, this puck is, God, it's well over probably 13 years. And it's still going strong. I don't use it very often. And the soap can be finicky. And today I matched it with my most finicky brush, as a matter of fact. So what are we talking about? Well, for the brush, we're talking about a Morrison Ford and Dran Appolina, and this has got a Lee Sabini. I think this is a Best Badger, or is Super Badger 3. It is a water hog and a lather hog, so it's real temperamental. You have to pretty much start with a relatively dry brush and then load the soap very heavily. And then add water little by little, or it'll break everything. Usually, and this soap can break real easily. What soap is that I'm talking about? D.R. Harris, Arlington. One of my favorites. It's got a nice citrusy backdrop with lavender, and I'm a huge lavender fan. So we'll see. I did use the CBL pre-shave oil again. This is day 3 on that, and I'm liking it. I really am. It may not be something I use during the week, but it has helped the shaves be smoother. It has helped the lather a little bit, so we'll see what happens. And today, for the razor, we are using a Sheffield razor, and this is a George Wolstenholme Near Wedge 5/8 barber notch. As I've mentioned before, this Near Wedge is an extremely quiet razor. Very smooth, but very quiet. I don't know how it picks up on the screen, but it's real quiet. This as well is one of my oldest razors. Well, I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I mean, I know it's only Tuesday for most of you. Well, it is Tuesday for me too, but this is my Sunday. So we head back to the shop tomorrow. And looking at my schedule, it's going to be a crazy week. My day starts off tomorrow with, in a row, 2 haircuts, a fade, followed by a hair and beard service, followed by a straight razor shave, followed by a haircut and straight razor shave, and then followed by a head shave, and then another fade, a couple more haircuts. So yeah, tomorrow's a busy day as I start my week. With what I was talking about with the brush being a water hog, I already can tell that I overwatered this soap. And the third pass is going to be interesting, because even though the first pass was good, this one's a little thin, but it is slick, so that makes it kind of nice. Yeah, the Arlington, it's one of those love-hate things. It's kind of like Penhaligon's. Fortunately, the razor is the saving grace here. In fact, this is one of the few soaps that I do have to sometimes add some lather to. So hopefully your shaves are going well. Don't forget tonight at 6 p.m., Drinks and Dave's. Dave and I are going to be breaking down and analyzing the Super Bowl. As only we can. So far, the shave has been very, very nice. In fact, based on the shave yesterday, I could probably stop there, but why? Yeah, I definitely overwatered this soap. You can tell, yep. That's the problem with this brush. Fortunately, the pre-shave oil is going to save me this time, because this is thin, thin, thin. But thankfully, it's slick. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this brush. Yeah, that should be enough to get by. It's my most expensive brush, but it's also definitely the most finicky as far as the knot is concerned. That's probably why this soap has lasted so long, as I don't use it that often. Because it's just not quite up to the performance as most of the other soaps. I mean, sadly, it's very typical of a lot of your commercially made British hard soaps. Mitchell's wool fat notwithstanding, but I don't have any issues with that. But I've got to get used to getting in the habit of using these British hard soaps with a synthetic brush. That way you don't run into issues like this. Well, I shouldn't say just synthetic brushes. I should say some less hoggy Badger brushes as well. But I do have much better luck with the synthetic knots with these British hard soaps. But this one was, again, mostly my fault for adding too much water. And I thought that I had the first pass, the first lathering done well, but it really dissipated at the end. Still a beautiful shave. I'm not sure if I can get enough out of this to do some cleanup. Yeah, I should be able to get a little bit. Not much, though. And this brush is still soaking wet, and I wring this brush out like crazy. Like I said, that's the only thing I don't like about that brush. And I will probably break down and buy the synthetic Simpson. I do not have a Simpson, believe it or not. Never have found the, the cost, value, worth. But now that they're making synthetics, I may try one. And also in the next couple weeks, look for a video where I'm going to be comparing the old Mitchell's wool fat, the original tallow formula, with the new vegan formula. I've heard mixed reports, but we'll be using the same lathering method, same brush on that. I'll probably do 2 days of shaves with the soaps, or maybe more than that, to test out different brushes with each soap. So we'll see. Beautiful DSBBS shave today. See what the alum says. Yeah, 0. It's the one thing about that near wedge is you can get away with having a little bit more pressure and not irritate your skin. I'll get cleaned up here real quick. I've thought about re-knotting this brush, but it is a Sabini knot. I've only got two brushes that have Sabini knots in them. This one is just so densely packed, but it's gotten to the point where it's gel tipped, and it's just a beautiful. And I've just got to be a little bit more careful with it. So again, the brush today was the Morrison Fondran Apolline. Just a beautiful shave. Now, the nice thing about Arlington is that you can use either a lemony type of witch hazel or more of a lavender. I choose to use the lavender, so today Thayer's lavender. And I got to say, so far, and I'm going to try using it for the rest of the week. I don't know if I'll have time, but I'm going to use the CBL Apothecary pre-shave oil again. And it does make a difference. I have noticed that. Again, for the soap today, we used DR Harris Arlington. And you can tell by this is the original, and I have never refilled the puck, and that's what's still left. But it's starting to show its age. I'm surprised that the label has survived. And then again for the razor, a Sheffield razor, and this is a Waston Home 5/8 with barber notch, and it's a near wedge. Okay, for the aftershave today, we will be using DR Harris Arlington. Now, that's the one thing I have to say for all your major British companies. DR Harris, True Fit and Hill, and some others, is where they do excel is not necessarily in the shave soaps, GOF Trumpers, but in the aftershaves and the colognes. They do a tremendous job. Guess what talc I'm using? Yep, you got it, Clubman. And then to finish everything off, we're going to be using DR Harris Cologne. And that's it. Well, thanks, folks, for joining us for all 3 days of our shaves this week. I certainly hope that you enjoyed them. Please, if you'd be so kind, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. And like I said, our next giveaway will be at 1,300 subscribers. And I hope everybody has a great remainder of the week, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Take care, everybody.